Joined by Brett Taveau, author of Unpacking Greatness, a Chiefs book you can find on Amazon. Brett, we saw some weird things from the Chiefs this past weekend on offense, and especially from Patrick Mahomes, who we just expect him to read things so well. Wasn't always the case against the Raiders.
Yeah, I know the Pro Football Focus grade was not kind to him, and after getting into these clips a little bit, it's understandable. It's very very uncommon for him to not see some of the simple things that we're going to see here. But at the end of the day, as good as he is, he's human, and these things happen. So
Yeah, we'll go ahead and break it down. And again, some of these things seems like some of the outside stuff may be getting to him a little bit. Let's start with this one with a little bit of a levels concept. And Brett, talk us through this and kind of what we're looking for and what Patrick will be looking for in this particular play.
sure, yeah, this is easy here. I mean, you're going to have up to the top of the screen, you've got three receivers, a trip set, and number three there, Rice. He's going to run a dig. And then Kelsey's going to run a 5 yard in, and then I believe that's MVS at number one up top. He's going to run a 5 yard in, and it's a simple. You can do it a couple ways, but a lot of ways this is taught, or a lot of people teach this as just a key defender on this Mike linebacker here. If he does not wall or run with this dig route here, then you're going to throw the end to Kelsey, or if he does do that, you're going to throw the end. But if he stays low, which we're going to see, then that opens up that dig window, and Patrick does not see that here.
Yeah, we see this break on Kelsey here. So this should open up a big target for Rashee Rice here. And at that particular moment, that's something usually Patrick Mahomes sees.
Yeah. I mean, this is just simple. Key defender. He does this, you do that, and I don't know if he felt that pressure from his high side a little bit and decided to bail, but he's got a good clean pocket right there. If he keeps his base and steps up there, that's an easy pitch and catch there to Rice.
Let's move on to the next one, a snag route here. And what is Mahomes reading on this play? And particularly, what are the Chiefs trying to do on this late passing down against the Raiders?
So yeah, this is the Raiders going to play cover two here, and Snag is very good against cover two. And what's going to happen? He's going to look. He's either looking left. I can't tell if he's looking at MVS or he's trying to hold this Mike linebacker in the middle of the field and then get back up top. But the corner is going to run or sync with this route from Watson up top. The running back to the flat's going to pull this nickel out, and what you have is Rice there again in the curl window, and I don't know. It looks like he's staring right at him from what we can see. Obviously, the end zone copy would maybe give a little bit more indication if you're looking somewhere else, but it's right. He's right there in the curl window and doesn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, what's so interesting about this is, again, you're talking about, Brett, certain players here for the Chiefs are pulling different defenders out of these windows specifically for Mahomes to see this read, and he's hitting his back foot, and this just isn't coming out.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, it's again, if you go back, the protection's solid here. The protection's solid right there. That's as good a pocket really as you're going to get in the NFL. And right there in the curl window is his second favorite target. And for some reason the trigger's not pulled. It's very it's kind of inexplicable. It's hard to explain.
Let's go to one more here. This was the end of the first half, so I want to give some proper context. This play was 24 seconds left. They had one timeout remaining, but another one for Mahomes. This is a pylon, and there's a lot of attention down here at the bottom of the screen to MVS and Travis Kelce, potentially an opening there for Mahomes to check it down.
So yeah, this and we've talked about this pylon concept before, a 3-level flood, and protection wise, the Chiefs do everything they can to they double chip these edge rushers, Crosby and I believe that's Kuntz is the other one there, two guys that cause problems. So again, protection holds up for now. However, the Raiders play a little game up front, run a little twist, and they get a guy free. But if you roll it back there, his eyes are on the side of the field. You can see the mic drops with Kelsey. The nickel is pulled out, and then this check down right here to Gray is there. And yes, there is pressure, but that's the whole point of that check down there. You get pressure, particularly on your front side when you're already looking there. Unload it right there. Instead, he decides to bail right and obviously get nothing out of it.
Yeah, I did want to bring this one up because this one has some context to it. The Chiefs had just gotten a 3rd and 3 They had incompletion, but you see here there's some scramble before this play. They're trying to get lined up. If you go through further with this, we see up at the top of the screen, Isaiah Pacheco doesn't have his mouth guard in. He's kind of lined up in a weird spot. He doesn't seem to be ready for this play. And so as this thing rolls, we don't see Gray wide open on this angle of it, but these are some of the frustrations of the Chiefs not getting the play call in, and we see as much with Patrick Mahomes mouthing the words, call the play, man. So this kind of seems to be the theme of the Chiefs right now, is that not only are there some mistakes out there, but the mistakes now are leading to some frustration, which is leading to a lack of execution on these things when we pause them here when we rewatch the video.
Yeah, it's so important to be able to get that play in from a pre-snap processing standpoint for the quarterback. He's able to, identify the look of the coverage before the snap and kind of go through his progression. Okay, I'm getting this look. Here's where my eyes need to be. And when that's rushed, it throws the whole operation off. So the frustration is understandable when you're not getting that play in on time, and he doesn't have time to go through his normal checklist at the line of scrimmage.
I think what we can say, Brett, is that this is something we're not used to seeing, and we just compliment Patrick Mahomes so much for him being able to process things on the field so quickly. This just doesn't look like him.
It doesn't, and hey, it's so uncharacteristic. It's you almost just like, okay, it's kind of the perfect storm when he's making these mistakes. You've seen it from the O-line. The tackles have struggled. I have heard vaguely that the wide receivers have struggled. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but when you see this guy doing these types of things, it's like, okay, what it makes you wonder if there's just some deeper issues there. He's, obviously he's playing the hardest position in the world, and he's played it at such a high level that we expect it to continue that way. But these simple things, for some reason, are just not getting done. He seems to be very sped up and not quiet enough, and not playing from the pocket well enough, because I think he's kind of anticipating at times some pressure that just isn't there.
Very interesting. We'll see if the Chiefs can get this thing turned around here in the next couple of games before the playoffs and wrap up the AFC West, as they have an opportunity to do that against the Bengals this weekend. It's going to do it for the details. For Brett, this is Jesse. Be sure to tune in for another episode next week.